Hello everyone. In taxation, we are learning salary income. Today we will learn one news. We have already seen this all rules and regulations, so we will directly move forward to the sum. So we will see the sum number 15 today. In sum number 15, it is given that the particulars of income of Srimati Deval Dalal for the assessment year 2019-20 are given below. She joined the service in a company at Delhi. Now, whichever information is very important to us, I will underline this. First of all, she is working in a Delhi. Then she has joined on 1st January 2016 in the grade of rupees 20,000, 2,000, 30,000, 5,000, 60,000 with two increments. Two additional increments were also sanctioned on 1st January 2018 in appreciation of her special ability. DNS allowance is 50%. Now we have to calculate the basic salary. So how we will calculate the basic salary, that we will see. But till that we will see all the other information. We have said that bonus rupees 36,250 rupees, commission rupees 12,000 and annual entertainment allowance for of rupees 3,000 were also paid during the year. A furnished house was provided to her at a concessional rent whose estimated paid rental value was rupees 15,000 per month. The company has provided the house furniture, refrigerator, etc. at the cost of rupees 1,470 rupees. A token rent of 550 per month was deducted from her salary in respect of this purchase. She was provided a car for both the purposes. The running expenses of the car were met by the SSC. Her contribution to recognized provident fund was rupees 37,400, while employer's contribution was rupees 54,800. Now this car facility is more than 1.6 cc. Here it is, maybe the typing mistake is there, but the capacity is more than 1.6 cubic capacity. It is more than this capacity. My drawing is not that much good, so I'll again draw. It is more than 1 point, or you can say 1600 cc. Okay. Now we will understand how to calculate the basic salary. So let's move towards the calculation of basic salary. For basic salary, our first line was she joined from 1st January 2016 on grade pay of rupees 20,000, 2,000, 30,000, 500, 5,000 and 60,000 with two increments. And the second line is on 1st January 2018, two extra increment section. Now, how to calculate the basic salary? What is this grade pay? This grade pay is saying that first, while joining the company, her salary is 20,000 per month. The salary is 20,000. She will get increment every year of rupees 2,000. of rupees 2000 until her salary will become 30,000. Means till 30,000 salary per month, she will get 2,000 increment every month. Once her salary will become 30,000, she is eligible to get the increment of rupees 5,000. Till when? Till her salary will become 60,000. So this is the grade pay. Middle of the salary, the increment rate is given. So her increment is 2,000 till 30,000 salary per month. Then afterwards, she will get 5,000 increment till her salary will become 60,000 rupees. Now she has joined with two increments. With two increments means this is the increment. So with two increments, initially she has joined the company. So let's start the calculation. She has joined on 1st January 2016. So from 1st January 2016 to 31st December 2016. Always remember, if there is no specification that when the salary is increased or when the increment will be given, they always will consider that each and every year on the same date, the person is getting the increment. So, if the salary is increased in 1st January 2017, then we will write down that from 1st January 2016 to 31st December 2016, her salary will be 20,000 plus two increments. Plus two increments. So, what is the amount of increment? 2,000. So, it will be added two times in the salary. So 20,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000 is equal to 24,000 per month. This is the salary of from 1st January 2016 to 31st December 2016. Then from 1st January 2017 to 31st December 2017, her salary will be, her old salary was 24,000. Increment is 2,000. So her salary will become 24,000 plus 2,000 is equal to 26,000. Then on 1st January 2018, she has received two extra increment. So 1st January, from 1st January 2018 to 31st December 2018, she will get 26,000 basic salary plus 2,000 increment plus two increments more. So 2,000, and now it is 5,000. Now why it is 5,000? Why it is not 2,000 and why it is 5,000? Because it is 26,000 plus 2,000, 26 plus 2 is 28,000. Plus 22,000 is 30,000. And here it is stated that once the salary becomes 30,000, 5,000 will be added. So 5,000 we will add. So the total salary will become 35,000 in the year, during the year 1st January 2018 to 31st December 2018. Then 1st January 2019 to 31st December 19, again 5,000 increment will be there, because till 60,000 salary she will get 5,000 increment. So 35,000 plus 5,000, so it is 40,000. Now we have to calculate the basic salary of this previous year. So first we will decide previous year is 2018-19. So the date will start on 1st April 2018 and it will end on 31st March 2009. So now we have the salary of 2000 during the year 2018 and we have the salary of during the year 2019. But we will consider this salary according to the months of previous year. So now 1st April 2018 to 31st December 2018, this 35,000 will be calculated per week salary. So we'll write 1st April 2018 to 31st December 2018. It will become 9 months. We can calculate that, okay, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. So it will become 9 months. So 35,000 into 9 is equal to 3,15,000. Then from the 1st January 2019 to 31st March 2019, this salary will be calculated. Because this is the salary during the year 2019. So we'll write down 40,000 into 3 months. Why 3 months? January, February and March. 40,000 into 3 months is equal to 1,20,000. So we'll add 1,20,000 into 3,15,000. We'll get the answer 4,35,000. So this is our basic salary. Now we can start the sum. Now please be very careful. Until and unless you will get the perfect answer of your basic salary, you cannot start the sum. Because every allowances or perquisite or anything is depends on the basic salary. And if we find the basic salary wrong, or if we do the mistake to find out the basic salary, these mistakes will continue in the other information also. So be very careful while calculating the basic salary, because here it is very clumsy information is given that, okay, she has joined with 2 increments. First of all, we have to add the increment in starting only. Otherwise, what will happen when if we add the increment this 4,000 in the next year, the whole calculation will be changed. And then even in one calculation of basic salary, even one mistake will be done, then also it will be very difficult for us. So please be careful that, okay, when the increment is given, how much increment is given, we have to be aware while adding the increment. Even we have to be very careful about the dates given. Then we have to convert the data with the previous year's date. We have to find out the months, how many months of the year we are taking the salary, and then which year's salary will be considered. This also will be mentioned. Okay, so this is very important. So this calculation, please make sure that you calculate 3 times, 5 times or 7 times, but make sure that you go through this method again and again once your mind is registered this method. Okay, so now we have found the basic salary, so we can start the sum easily. So let's start the sum. So let's make the statement of taxable salary income of Mrs. Deval Shah, sorry, Mrs. Deval, of assessment year 2019-20, and the previous year of this is 2018-19. So we'll make the table first of particulars, amount and amount. Basic salary we have already found, that is 4,35,000. Now the DNS allowance is 50% of basic pay. So DNS allowance will be 4,35,000 into 50 by 100. So that will be 2,17,500 rupees. Then we are having the information that she is getting the bonus 36,250. So we will write down bonus 36,250. Then commission 12,000. Then we'll write commission 12,000. Annual entertainment allowance is given 3,000, so that will be added. Entertainment allowance 3,000. Now, C is provided a furnished house was provided to her. Uh, Her fair rental value is 15,000 per month, and it is unfurnished. It is furnished house. So furniture's cost is 1,470. Even she has 550 rupees is deducted from her salary also for this perquisite. So now let's calculate the perquisite of accommodation. Perquisite of furnished accommodation. Now, for that, we have to find the basic BABC salary first. So, we'll find out first BABC salary. So, BABC salary, first we will write down the basic salary, that is 4,35,000. Then we'll add the allowances. We have only entertainment allowance which is taxable, because in dearness allowance there is no specification for the retirement benefits. You can see that there is no specification for the retirement benefits. So dearness allowance will not be considered in the taxable allowances. And so this entertainment allowance is also added into. We have already the entertainment allowance, that is 3,000 rupees, plus bonus 36,250 rupees, plus commission 12,000 rupees, and we add all the four items, then we get 4,86,250 rupees as BABC salary. Now she is staying at Delhi, so we can assume that we have the capacity of public is more than 25 lakhs. So we'll consider it 15% of salary. So perquisite of unfurnished accommodation will be 15% of BABC salary, that is 72,938 rupees. We have done the 15% of 4,86,250. Then we'll add the 10% of furniture. If furniture is given, we will add the 10% of the amount or the cost of the furniture. So the cost of the furniture is given is 1,470 rupees, and we do 10% of this amount is 10,057. The total will be 82,985. But she has also deduction from her salary, so we will minus that deduction from this salary, from her salary. So deduction from salary is 550 per month, so 550 into 12 is equal to 6,600. So we get the net amount is 76,385 rupees. So this is our perquisite accommodation valuation. So we'll write down that perquisite of furnished accommodation, that is 76,355. Then she is getting the car facility, that is also 1.6 cc, more than 1.6 cc. So she is paying the expenses, and there is no specification of driver. So we will write down car facility 900 into 12, because if the expenses is met by the SSC and it is the car is more than 1.6 cc, 1.6 liter capacity, then 900 into 900 will be taxable. So 900 into 12 is equal to 10,800, that is taxable. Then her distribution to recognized provident fund is 37,400, and while employer's contribution is 54,800. Now we have given the two contribution. One is 37,400 and one is 54,800. Which amount will be considered? Here I have written, so you can easily answer. But why we have considered 54,800 only in this calculation? Why not 37,400? Because employees' contribution is come under ATC, while in salary statement we will only consider the employer's contribution. So here employer's contribution was 54,800. So we have taken 54,800 into the calculation. Then what is the exempted amount? 12% of basic salary. Here there is no clarification about the retirement benefits of DNS allowance, so we have not considered the DNS allowance into the basic salary. So our basic salary is 4,35,000. So we'll do the 4,35,000 into 12%, that is 52,200. So we got the answer 2,600 of taxable contribution in RPF. So now we have covered all the points. So we'll do the total. We'll get the total gross salary is 7,93,535 rupees. We have not given any specification about professional tax. So we will just deduct standard deduction, that is 40,000. So we get the answer 7,53,535 as our total taxable salary. Okay, so I hope you have cleared your idea about the salary statement. In this sum, we have understood about two new things, and that is how to calculate the basic salary if the grade pay is given. We have to be very careful what is the grade pay, when the increment is given, date, timing, and all. So in this sum, we have understood how to calculate the basic salary and how to calculate the perquisite of furnished accommodation. Okay, so in next lecture we will meet with the next sum, which will contain more conditions or rules and regulations. Till that, please do practice with the similar sum or with the similar examples, because it is very necessary to do practice. Otherwise, it will be little bit difficult for you to remember all the rules and regulations and the conditions. Okay, and if you find any difficulty with this sum or any similar sum or example, you can